What's up, guys? I'm back today with another Pocket GM21 video on the channel, and in today's video, we are finally going to be starting our season, or our first games, with New England. You guys know the team. If you guys missed last episode, definitely make sure to go check that out. Did kind of like a team overview, and then we also saw that Corey Van Noy did get released by that Miami Dolphins in free agency, and we'll have to keep an eye on week after week to see if he does end up getting picked up by a team, and so we will definitely make sure to keep our eye on that and see where he ends up going. If he actually ends up getting picked up, we'll have to see. I hope he does, because it'll continue to create the storyline and everything like that. But you guys know the team: 78 defense, 86 offense, 82 overall. Smash Mouth offense, we're really hoping that we can kind of just run with Marcus Peters and kind of run over everybody, or Obi Knight as well. So we'll have to see what this team can do, and we're going to start off the season against Buffalo. Quickly though, I do want to check when we do play Miami in week number 4 at home, and then we head back to Miami for week number 15 matchup against them. We start off with 3 games on the road, followed by 4 at home. I've never actually looked at on the road or home games when we play them, but interesting little note there. But we're going to start off against Buffalo, and we do get the win 14-12, putting up 350 yards of offense. And let's check out what everybody did. So it looks like Mikion puts up 170 and 2 touchdowns, just enough of what he needed to do. Marcus Peters looks like he's going to run for 86 yards. Followed by Obi Knight for 35. So not too bad of a day today, and we do get the W against Buffalo. Exactly what we needed, and it looks like our defensive end is going to be out for 14 weeks. That's not great. Not great at all. So he'll be back for week 16 matchup, but that's okay. 28 years old. It's all right. We're going to rock with some backups. Moving on to Indy. See if we can get the dub against them, and we do. 20-9, 380. And 1 interception. Mikion throwing his first interception, and Obi Knight getting a touchdown. Marcus Peters looking a little bit of a quieter day. 16 for 45. Not a great start for him, but we're going to move on into week number 3. Miami is 2-0 as well. Let's actually check these out really quickly just to look. So Wayne Douglas, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Look like they're still running with the spread offense and the same coaches that were there when we were there. And, of course, we know their defense is phenomenal, so at some point we're going to have a tough matchup against them. Moving on to Atlanta, and we finally do take an L as we lose to Atlanta. We gave up 422 yards of offense. Quarterback goes for 311, 2 touchdowns. Mikion, 166, 2 touchdowns, not bad. But the running game, not bad. Obi Knight was doing pretty well, but Marcus Peters, actually not too bad as well. But we do end up giving up way too many yards. Our defense is not phenomenal, so I expect our defense to give up some bad yards. Miami moves to 3-0, and we are going to face Miami. And this is going to be the one game that we watch for today's episode. I usually watch the last game of the episode, but I can't skip out on facing off against Miami and seeing how we do against our own team. So let's watch this game, 2 times speed. We'll see what this team can do. I'm really hoping we can score some points and get the W here, but we'll have to see what this team can do. Obviously, we know what Miami can do, and gonna have a tough matchup here, but it's gonna be a quiet first half there. But Miami is going to drive down the field and finally get on the board. Looks like Noyle is going to get in the end zone and rush for a touchdown there. Looks like Miami's going to get the ball back second quarter, really. Our team is really not doing much here. You guys can see they're going to go up 14-0. Mikion having a quiet day, and the running game is not doing enough to get us through this one. So we do get on the board finally, as Mikion is going to throw that touchdown. 40 yards of passing for him. Not a great start, but again, we are a Smash Mouth team, so we really depend on that running game. So if the running game's not going well, then we're probably not going to have a great game. So let's see what happens, see if we can come back here in the second half, but we're going to allow a field goal at least, so we let them get 3 points on the board. But we only have 120 yards of offense. The passing game is not doing good, and we have an interception by Mikion, and that is going to bring it to a 24-7 lead, 17-point lead for them. We are driving. We do get on the board with another touchdown for Mikion, but still they get on the board really quick. 400 yards of offense for them, and we're going to take the L today as they're continuing to drive down the field. They do get another field goal, and they're extending this lead 34-14. I didn't have high hopes to beat these guys in our first matchup of the season, but I was hoping for a little bit of a better performance. We lose by 13 points, and we gave up almost 500 yards of offense. Noyle, 90 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day for him. Mickey on with 3 touchdowns, but just the stats are a little padded there. Marcus Peters has a pretty solid day as well. Obi Knight, 39 yards, but I didn't expect our team to do phenomenal against Miami. They have a very strong defense, and our defense cannot stop that offense, especially if they get going. And we take another loss to Houston, 28-21. Mickey on 2 touchdowns, no picks. Obi Knight leading the team. Marcus Peters, a little bit of a more quiet day. And that is going to be 3 straight losses as Miami moves to 5-0. Who just got injured, actually? Let's check that out. Looks like one of our linebackers, of course, is going to be out for 2 weeks. And it is what it is. We're going to move on from this to New Orleans. Can we get the W? We do. 27-18, 470 yards of offense. Phenomenal day for the team. Mickey on 226, only 5 game completions and no interceptions. Marcus Peters, 126 and a touchdown. Obi Knight, 87 and a touchdown. Phenomenal day for the running game. Very happy to get back on the board. Miami is undefeated still. I think, wow, they picked up a new quarterback. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not sure. Another thing. So 3 games. Wow, okay. So it looks like, I didn't even notice, but Wayne Douglas wasn't even starting in that game, and he had a phenomenal start to his career. In 3 games, he throws 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Chris Kareem comes in, 10 touchdowns, 4 picks. Still not bad. Noyle looks like he's going to be injured, so let's actually check out free agency. One thing I totally wanted to keep track of was Corey Van Noy, and he still is on free agency. But he's on a shorter deal. He wants a smaller deal, $16.5 million. Miami is absolutely having a phenomenal year so far. I'm surprised they picked up Chris Kareem, especially since Wayne Douglas was having such a good start to his career. 7 touchdowns, 2 picks was a great start, but it looks like Chris Kareem is going to be their new quarterback. And their team is really, really doing well. Very disappointing that we couldn't do this kind of stuff, but let's check out their defense. Cameron Parsons and Smelter not having crazy starts to their season, but they are undefeated on the season. And we're right in that playoff hunt, and we're going to move on to Buffalo. Hopefully we can sweep the season series against Buffalo, and we do. 30-16. That's going to be a huge W. We need to beat the Jets. We need to continue to beat Buffalo like we have, and we need to hopefully sneak one out against Miami, but we'll see what happens. Mickey on 167 and a touchdown. Marcus Peters, Obi Knight continue to lead the team. Another 100-yard day for Marcus Peters, and that is going to move us up to 4-3 and put us in playoff contention, and that's exactly what we needed to see. Moving on to Tampa Bay. This is going to be a huge game. We really need to get this W, and we do. 27-20 against Tampa Bay. 400 yards of offense, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions for Mickey on the ground. Obi Knight's going to lead the team, and let's see, where is Marcus Peters? 9 for 28, more of a quiet day for him today. But we are going to get the W, and that puts us in playoff contention. Let's actually check out, this team is insane. 13-6 for Chris Kareem, almost 600 yards for Noyle and 6 touchdowns. I do have to check out, compared to our guy is having a fairly, oh my goodness. This is what happens when you do a smash mouth offense. This is honestly like one of the first times I've done a smash mouth offense, because I normally don't have top tier running backs. So insane to see Marcus Peters with 640, and then also Obi Knight with 543. And he's actually, wow, just incredible. And Brandon Mickion is having a phenomenal start. I can't complain about that performances. Obviously, he's not going to put up the amount of yards we expect with a smash mouth offense, and the defense is kind of where I expected, honestly, better than I've expected from the defense. 18th overall, 22nd offense, but it is what it is. Noah Alexander is going to lead the team. Let's actually see. Yeah, so now Noah Alexander, the guy we picked up last year, 3 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns for Marcus Peters through the air. That's insane. 2 on the ground, 6 through the air. Phenomenal. Obi Knight's going to be our third leading receiver. On defense, Trey Diablo is going to lead us in 3 sacks. We definitely need to pick up on defense. And then 3 forced fumbles, 3 recoveries for Kendall Shell. And that is going to be that. 5 missed kicks for Chad Harmon. We definitely need to go out and try to pick up a new kicker next year. But we'll run with it for the rest of the year. We are in the hunt So we're going to go through 8 games today, or let's zoom through one more. We're going to go on to KC, and we get the big W, 31-7. Almost 450 yards of offense. And Mickey on 20 for 26, 266 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Marcus Peters, 88 on the ground. Mickey on 35 on the ground as well. Where is Obi Knight? 9 for 23, kind of a quiet day for him. Noah Alexander gets a receiving touchdown. Marcus Peters getting receiving touchdowns. Lines, and then Owa. Is that our backup running back? Did we have an injury? No. Okay. I thought we had an injury there, but we do start 3 running backs. I don't know why I didn't process that. How is this guy doing? 212, 4.5 a carry. Not too bad. Let's check out the corner that just got injured. Darius Stevenson. Not a great way. Let's check out how he's doing so far. He's got 1 interception on the year. One thing I did want to note, this guy we picked up, Aiden Wallace, had 7 interceptions last year. I forgot to mention that, but phenomenal last year for him. But we're going to give Toth the starting chance here. Super development, 24 years old. We'll see what he can do in his second year. And yeah, I can't complain about this team. I'm happy with a 6-3 performance to start out the year so far. Cannot complain about that. I'm happy with the performance this team is doing. And let's just move this guy up a little bit. Actually, let's check out some of these stats here. So he's given up 15 TFLs, and this guy has given up 14. So sure, we'll give him the bump up to our number 1 offensive guard. I'm not sure how that works, like what side of the offense he'll be on, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So the tight end, I do want to check out some of his performances. 138 and then 104 for him. So nothing great, but I didn't expect much on the offensive side of the ball, really, or at least on the tight ends and on wide receivers. So I'm happy with this performance. 19 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Mickey on, and we have the number 1 rushing offense on the year so far. Phenomenal start to the season, and I can't complain about the way we are doing. We're 4 games in a row, but we have some tough matchups. The Jets, we still have 2 matchups against the Jets, which is going to be tough. Whoa, we have to check this out. Miami did lose their first game to the Chargers, 20-9. And I'm not sure. I really don't like the decision for them to go from Wayne Douglas to Chris Kareem, because Wayne Douglas had a phenomenal start to his career. But they do lose their first game, and we're going to have a tough little matchup as we do have to face off against them very soon. So we face off against the Jets, and then we have a tough game against Seattle, Baltimore, and Miami. Back-to-back games against teams with 2 or less losses. That's going to be a tough little streak here. And we do have to continue to beat some of these bad teams. So I'm hoping we can finish this season 10-7, maybe 10-7 or 11-6. If we honestly can win, we would have to be. We really need to beat the Jets, and we need to beat the Jets twice. We really can only lose to these 3 good teams: Seattle, Baltimore, and Miami. But other than that, we really need to win some of the other games. So we need to finish it 5-3 probably. We need to finish out 5-3 for the rest of the year to get us to an 11-6 record, and that would put us probably in a good spot for the playoffs. So we'll have to see what we can do in next episode, but thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and enjoying this series. I'm having so much fun playing this and all the storylines and everything. We do have to check over here. Corey Vano is still in free agency. I really want to see him get signed by a team, but I don't think it'll happen at least this year. Maybe it'll happen next year, but we'll have to see what happens. I really do just want to see him on a team just so we can continue the storyline and everything like that. But we'll have to see what happens with the rest of his career in next episode and in the episodes in the future. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode.